Miami and Indiana. Does Miami have a chance?
No.
It's
No, if they keep
interesting
dropping the ball.
that it's interesting that a little over 40 years ago, you had an almost invincible team in red go down to Miami to play the Hurricanes for a title. But this is not the Orange Bowl, and they don't have the same sort of ghosts that they did in that place. And Howard Schnellenberger isn't there either. So even though there's some parallels, I cannot see Miami pulling this one off at that
Did,
stadium.
yeah, I guess my first question besides that would be, even though this game is technically it's a home game for the Hurricanes, is that even going to matter?
No.
What are those
I
tickets going
mean,
for right now?
32.40 was the last time of the get in.
Oof.
yeah, you saw what Indiana brought to Atlanta for the
Yeah.
Peach Bowl game,
Oh, yeah.
which was a
Miami
packed
fans don't
house.
show up when the tickets are $30. They are not showing up for 100 times that.
Mm-mm. Mm.
And does it hurt the fact, would it make a difference if that game was being played on a campus stadium for Miami, if they had a stadium in Coral Gables and
No.
were playing there?
No.
It's half the reason I'm rooting against them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and by the way, the get-in price has increased to 32.83. And there are tickets available at the 50 and the lower level that are five figures.
Oh,
Lower level center of the mall.
Uh-huh. I mean, in Indiana, 7.5, 48.5 right now. I
And I think this game you might need to take the over.
Yeah, because I think that IU, if IU goes from pillar to post, they're going to put up a number. They're going to prove a point. So I think that 48.5, that might be an easy play.
They're
yeah,
looking
Miami
to
has
more
some
than
injury
win.
concerns,
Yeah, they do.
and I don't know how they're going to run on Indiana, which just sort of help. I don't know what they're going to do, frankly.
I mean, Oregon had a little bit of success running the ball in the second half.
Right.
And they weren't exactly deep at running back for the game.
No, they were playing their fourth and fifth string guy
Yeah.
because
Converted
everybody else was
defensive
hurt.
backs.
Look, you had success when it was 35-7, and when Oregon scored in the third quarter, I imagine that Signetti is probably sitting there and plotting all the stadiums and up downs for letting, I don't care who was out there on the field. It's like, y'all gave up yards, you gave up points, then you're running stairs. I mean, that's
And Mark Fletcher for Miami is a pretty good running back. It's not like he's chopped liver or a fourth team guy. He's legit. And if Miami gets any kind of run blocking at all, he could have some success, which is not to say that they're going to win the game, but he could at least move the ball. And Shannon Dawson likes to run those jet sweeps with
yeah,
Malachi Tony.
good luck running side to side, and I mean, what we saw in the third and fourth quarter though with Tony, you saw where Miami was, you saw Ole Miss dropping back into basically umbrella coverage, and that left the middle of the field open for Tony, and you saw a lot of flanker screens. You saw a lot of stuff in the middle with the wide receivers. Um, I don't know if that's going to be available for them considering game state at the time. So I think that I think the test for me is going to be the trust that the Indiana defensive coaching staff has with their defensive backs going man coverage. Are they going to go man on the wide receivers, or are they going to try and just sit there and once again let everything happen in front of them? And when you get to the 20 or the 25 or the 20 or so, then that's when everything condenses and they're not going to be able to get anything going in the middle of the field. They're going to try to go wide. Speed's going to get them wide. So I don't know. You're probably going to see a lot of yards and a lot of activity from Miami between the 20s. But if they get to the Indiana 20, I think that's when it shuts down.
Guys, do you think that ball control is going to be a key here? Does Miami try to do what they did against Ole Miss and keep the ball out of Indiana's hands?
Mm. Sly.
maybe I